Hey everybody, this is your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, Sue Craig, here in the United States, and today I want to show you how to make this card. I'm not going to make a Christmas card, but I still want to use the same paper. Let's take a look at the supplies we're going to need. I've laid all the supplies out here so that you can see all the measurements and the cardstock and designer paper that you need. Designer paper I used Brightly Gleaming, and you can see that I used 1 3/4 inches by 5 1/4, 2 1/4 by 5 1/4, 3 1/2 by 4 1/4 with white cardstock, another piece of white cardstock 1 1/2 by 3 inches. The piece for behind that is 1 3/4 by 3 1/4. The base of your card is a typical 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, but you're going to be scoring it a little differently. We're going to score it 2 1/2 inches here, and then at 6 1/2 inches here. You're also going to need 18 inches of ribbon. So if you don't have your supplies, now you can stop the video, gather your supplies, and be right back. I'm going to keep the card in screen after I collect all those pieces, and today I'm going to be using the Tasteful Touches stamp set. So we're going to start with our main piece here, the card base. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way and we'll build this card. I'm going to bring that in so you can see what that looks like. So we're going to take our base card. It's already been scored. And what I'm going to do, what I've already done, is I've put adhesive on the small folded side. You'll see the other side is wider. I put adhesive here, and I'm going to close it up just like that. This is going to become the pocket that we'll use for our greeting. And I didn't show you the inside. Let me show you. The inside just pulls out. You can also put a gift card in there. So we're going to take our designer series paper and we're going to add it to these doors, for lack of a better word. And I turn my paper sideways and hold two opposite corners to get it even and where I want it to be. I'm going to take this other one in the front here, and again I'll grab the two opposite corners and line this up. There we go. You'll notice that I have the larger of the two doors on the left. We're going to move that so that we can go ahead and stamp our sentiment. And because I'm using Pretty Peacock and Night of Navy, that's what I'm going to do for the ink that we use today. I'm going to use Pretty Peacock for the image, and I'm going to stamp it off once so that my image does not overpower my sentiment. That's called stamping off. And now I will take my other stamp . Okay, you are the best. We're going to take the next piece here, and this will be on the inside. And again, I want to use this, and I'm going to stamp it off again. I'm going to put it down here, and now I'll be able to write my note inside of this. If you wanted, you could put a sentiment on that, but I want to write a thank you card, so I want to give myself plenty of room to write the note that I need. So we're going to take the sentiment and we're going to add it to the navy blue piece that we have. Again, I turn it sideways and grab opposite corners so that I can move this. Okay. Now this is going to go, as you can see on this card, this is going to go only on the left side here. I have not attached it to the right side. So I'm going to add dimensionals to this stamped image and only put them on the left side of this. And I'm using dimensionals because I want to have a spot where we can put the ribbon through. So let's get our ribbon. You could thread this through if you wanted after you attach this to the card, but sometimes it's just easier to do it this way. So I'm going to, again, hold this down and line this up. You can decide how close to the edge you want to have this, you know, as long as it stays on this left side. The nice thing about this designer series paper is that it doesn't hold fast like the cardstock does. Alright, so I'm going to bring this around the back, and you can see this is the pretty peacock side. Now you could, if you like, you can put a little bit of adhesive back here, and that will hold that in place. I would wait to do that until you get this lined up so that it's even here on the edges. Alright, we have that part. Now we're just going to slide this piece in. And we'll just close this and tie our bow. So you can see this does not take very long to put together. And this paper doesn't have to be just Christmas either, so it's a nice way to be able to continue to use your cardstock that originally was for Christmas. And when I tie this ribbon, I'm not going to worry about what side is showing because both sides are pretty. And I just try to straighten it. Okay. So we have our card finished. It's quick and easy. I hope you like this. I hope you give it a try. And thanks for watching.